Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today I decided I'd do a collection video kind of showcasing the whole entire collection, and not just Armada, but a lot of stuff. I figured I'd bring out a lot of my favorite games. I do keep the game boxes for even core sets and stuff, although I do put some foil in front so all the little pieces don't fall out, because I do keep a lot of the extra cardboard in there. But since we did get the SSD, I figured, I'd want to set it up kind of with everything and, kind of do another collection video. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I decided to make this one extra special because I brought out, I just decided to see how much stuff I could fit on this table. I'm just going to kind of give you guys the tour of just about everything. We're going to kind of go over everything. I will also be announcing the winners to 3 different giveaways that I have going on right now too, so you can check that out. That'll be at the end of the video, so definitely stay tuned. But there's a whole lot of cool stuff to see, because we're going to be doing a tour of not just Armada, but also Legion and X-Wing as well. Because yeah, we've got a lot of stuff here on the table, folks. We've got it all. Brought just about everything I could fit out here. There is actually some more stuff that I couldn't quite fit, but yeah, that's I figure this was a good enough stopping point, because I still have to put all this stuff away, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and look at we'll kind of do a tour of the Armada Fleet, because we do have an awful lot of ships, which makes me really wonder where I'm going to put Clone Wars stuff when that does come out. We've got, let's see, how many ISDs do we have? I do have the green fleet over here. This was the airbrushed fleet that I decided to do green and black, kind of with a fade effect. And they all came out pretty nice. I did like one of each ship at the time. The only one I wasn't super thrilled with was the interdictor, because I tried to add blue glow to it and it didn't come out as good as I wanted. But we did one of each of those ships. I even did some TIE fighters in green as well. We've got the Chimera over here, and if you'll notice, I've got a lot of TIE defenders surrounding or very close to the Chimera, because Thrawn wants to keep them pretty tight. Lots and lots of squadrons. I have painted almost all of my squadrons. Some of them I painted with just kind of a gold or silver, and that is for those Corellian conflict squadrons, so I can more easily identify like which one is this one and which one is that one, because it's when you've got like 100 TIE fighters, it's hard to more easily find out which one is a special one. Got definitely a lot of decimators for Armada. Let's see, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got more than that, I'm certain. Well, hey, that's 7 right there. But I thought I had 8. I know I have an even number of them, so yeah, I probably got shuffled around. Oh, wait, I found it. He's hiding. Where's Waldo? There he is. He's in the shadow. He is in the shade. We've got all the bounty hunters grouped up here behind as well as our Mandalorians, our gauntlets. Now I do buy usually 2 of just about everything. And this Star Destroyer was another Chimera. So this is one that I airbrushed over, and I repainted this one just to kind of look normal. And it's mostly normal. It's just it's a slightly different shade of gray than the others. Than say that one. That one's a little bit lighter, and it makes the wash and the lines stand out a little bit more. But I don't mind one being slightly different. I was fairly pleased with how it came out, because if this one kind of gave me an indication that if this were an unpainted game, how would I paint my Star Destroyers? And I think that one came out pretty well. Unfortunately, I don't have any interdictors that I didn't paint, because even this the second interdictor over here, I did try to get I just put the red on there for the glow, which is still pretty close, but yeah. We've got all the Architans. Let's count our Architans. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then don't forget Mr. Green. 5 right over there. So a lot of Architans, lots of squadrons. I think there's 3 Gazantes total, which I can only use 2 now, so I was a little upset with that change, because I bought 3 because there were sometimes I might want to run 3. But yeah, we'll look at the Rebel fleet here. I could probably walk around, but I'll just try and do it this way. Our Rebel fleet, I tried to space them out pretty good. I've got the X-Wings escorting, got the Hera and the Ghost over there. We've got some B-Wings. We've got Dash Rendar right there. Han was right around here. Where's Han? There's Han. Han still was flying in the front lines. We got our blue, like our Burning Seas, our Mon Calamari fleet right here. This MC-75 came out really, really good. This was one I did a long time ago. This actually was in the Wave 7 review set I got from FFG. So that was a really good day. It was a long time ago. But yeah, this was the one I repainted. Kind of wanted to do a whole fleet based on that, but all the rest of them I added red and orange to, and I wasn't as thrilled with that. I think this one definitely came out the best. So I really like that MC-75. The rest of them are all right. Yeah, I don't know, I might end up redoing them one of these days. But then we got a lot of other stuff over here. We redid that Pelta back there with a lot, similar but just slightly orange and yellow. I did a MC-30 in the same color scheme. That's this particular MC-30 right there. Yeah, he's in the same color scheme, that orange and yellow. I have redone a couple of my hammerheads because I think they just come in orange. So I did, so this way I have yellow and orange. I also did one in red as well. So I want to keep them kind of similar to Rebellion colors. My CR90s, I got one that's standard. I did one in just redid the red to blue. Got one over here I did red to teal. And then of course we've got the full-blown blue one. Got another one in the back somewhere. Got a lot of Nebulons in there as well. Lots and lots of Nebulons. So that was cool. Let's move on to Legion. I think I've done a full Legion build recently. There's some new things to show, though. Not a whole lot. One of the fun things that I did is I did a whole extra snowtrooper unit with contrast paint. And so while you have, I have them all lined up right here. And my snowtroopers are some of my favorite ones. I'm not the best painter, but I think I've had some success with snowtroopers. But this line right here, this line of snowtroopers, I did all different styles on. So they're all different types of paints, different colors, different techniques, different primers, you name it. And then this last one was a blue contrast paint, and then I spray painted this new Tester's spray paint over the top of it. So it's definitely it's got almost an enamel over the top of it now. And you know what? I don't mind, because if I want to look really good, I've got 4 other whole units of snowtroopers, and I don't mind having a little flair once in a while. I had kind of this quirk about wanting things to look perfect until I let my kids paint one time, and then things kind of just changed, because then my kids painted a unit and I said, you know what, they look awesome and I can fix them up a little bit. So there's my scout troopers and then all the regular stormtroopers. The stormtroopers were all kind of rushed done when the game first came out, so a lot of them didn't come out quite so good, but they were all right. I got the blue troopers in there. Regular stormtroopers, got some blue and white, some red and white. Got some bikes in the back. I did all of my Imperials with snow. This was one of the first bases I did. That one did not come out so good. That's kind of my lesson of all right, let's work on our technique a little more. I'm gonna go down underneath here. And we got our bosses. Oh, Boba broke. Doggone it. Yeah, I meant to glue him better, and I thought he would just stay up there, but he must have broke while I was shifting the table around. So Boba broke, but it was a clean break. I think, yeah, it's right there, so I can fix that. Can you get back on down there, Boba? Just hang out for, okay, good. So Boba's his backpack is kind of going crazy. He's flying his way out of the Sarlacc right now. So we've got our Celebration Vader and our regular Vader. Right behind there, we got Bosk, and we've got Veers, and then we've got a second Veers that's painted up from Sean as Grand Admiral Thrawn. And then we got some of these guys. These purple bikes were fun. I wouldn't mind doing some color shift paint on bikes. but I've got enough bikes. I don't need more. Maybe I'll do that on Bark speeders. You know, I think I'm going to take some liberties, some real liberties. And then I did 2 units of clone troopers. I did 1 chrome and 1 black. And I got 3 Royal Guards. So I've got a black unit and then like 2 different shades of red units. So, of course, I'm getting them from behind. I'm going to go and we'll look at the vehicles real quick. We've got kind of a blue and metallic walker, and then the classic gray walker. The tank was pretty good. The tank came out fairly well. And we're going to move over to the Rebel side. Now, some of my Rebels came out a little weird because I was trying to seal them and I used the wrong kind of sealer. So a lot of my Rebels are a little glossier than I wanted them to be. So here's some of my commandos. Our little strike teams, our little snipers. I've got 2 units of them. We got some Pathfinders here. Now the Pathfinders my kids helped paint. This first unit, I did a whole video on painting with your kids. My youngest, who was 2 at the time, painted those guys and just put crazy paints all over. And I decided to then put a wash on them and then dry brush a little bit. And I think they came out really, really cool. The second unit I kind of started doing, and then one of my older kids wanted to help out, and so we never really finished them, but I kind of just said, all right, you know what, they're good enough. This way I have 2 units that were kind of like untouched after, whoa, losing focus. There we go, after the kids helped paint. We've got our fleet troopers there, and then all of our rebel trooper units. Rebel troopers are just kind of all a different color scheme. I think blue was a common thread. Blue and green, because I have some stuff in blue, some stuff in green. So I did a speeder with that same kind of green fade that I have for the Armada Fleet over there, the Imperial Fleet. Then I tried to do that with the land speeder, but my airbrush that's when my airbrush broke on me and it splattered way too much bright green. So that fade effect was not originally supposed to go all the way to the front. And then I did this one a little bit more traditional, but like more of an Arctic blue. And I was pretty pleased with that one as well. Now, let's try and go underneath. These are Magna racks, by the way, and they're really, really helpful. So we've got, let's see, we've got these guys. And the basing I did for this, for all of my Rebels here, was, goodness, I can't even get, that's the problem when you put too much stuff. You can't get to it all. But the basing is, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit like the Planet Crate, where, there we go. There we go. Or like where you had 2 different tones so you could see if somebody was walking and shifting their feet. So we've got Sabine, and we've got our specialists. We've got Han and Luke and Chewie and Leia. And I made Leia white instead of Endor because I wanted her kind of in her Hoth stuff. Woo, sorry about that. We're all over the place. And I haven't done a whole lot of painting on the X-Wing stuff. So let's dive into the X-Wing stuff. Yeah. So we got our Rebel. The big ones are Rebel, Scum, and Empire. And we've got our clones over here. Oh no, yeah. And I don't know what I did with the center peg for that ARC 170. I couldn't find it when I was putting everything together. And I've got my Resistance over here. I do have a little more for the T70s. I just, I didn't want to use too many of the 1.0 T70s. Loving the new B-Wing. But I think the only thing in here that I actually repainted was, my first Millennium Falcon right here, I did put a wash over that one to make it look a little dirtier. So that one is one. And then, of course, this Ghost right here, I did that one. And I kind of like that Ghost. I actually made one of my Ghosts for Armada kind of mirror that particular design. Now, as we go into Scum, or actually, we've got our epic ships. I'm going to take a look at now, this was one of the first things I painted, this CR90 here. And I also modeled one of my Armada ships with the teal after this particular CR90. This was the one that I've broken in so many of my videos, and I probably will be getting one of the new CR90s to upgrade. But like all of my turrets here have the actual turret broken off, or the gun tube broken off of them. So that's That's pretty funny. And our Raider has, I think actually every single epic ship I have has broken somewhere. They're just, they're not meant to be moved around and handled a whole lot. They're meant to be like set up on the shelf and never touched. That's what I feel like. I feel like they're just not that durable. Those stands are like too wobbly, and you start transporting them and then they fall and break. The only one I had that wasn't broken was the Sea Rock, and that one broke today when I was bringing it out here to put it on the table. So now that confirmed every single epic ship I has broken somewhere. So whether it's on the pegs or a radar dish that has broken off that has been glued back on or something like that. Let's see. Oh, this was one of the old paint jobs I did. This Hawk. This particular YP666, I'm not a big fan of, but I was experimenting with different techniques at the time. Not super. Yeah, that's like a lot of the X-Wing stuff is when I first got into gaming, and I was like, oh, let me try some painting. Like these two, I tried to do them in mirror, like I did green to black and then black to green, but I didn't do them with, this was before I had an airbrush, so I actually just used cans of spray paint to try to do that. So they were interesting, and I used some tape also, so I was trying some different techniques with them. I don't think any of the other stuff. Oh no, I have one other Z95 that I painted. This one right here, I painted just in common scum and villainy colors, that kind of dark brown and purple-ish. Now my Imperial stuff, none of this. Well, no, what we do have one thing that's painted. I stand corrected. We have and you know what? They have all of these. You know, I had a lot of green bases, and they just don't make the new bases anymore. And granted, you can still get the old 1.0 bases, but none of them have the medium stuff, right? None of them have the ghost support bracket. None of them have the medium bases. So you know, they really need to revamp and get us some new bases. But this black shuttle over here, this is one of my earlier ones, and it did not come out very good. But yeah, and then we've got our Separatists and the First Order over here. We got big silencer and little silencer. So that's funny. I was actually running. This is one of the reasons, if you ever want to set everything up, this is one of those reasons why it's dangerous to like not save all your pegs or just throw them all somewhere, because you'll eventually be like, I want to do a huge game, and realize you don't have enough pegs. So that's how far back can I go? Can I get everything in one shot? There we go, something like that. And I put all the other games. I put Rebellion and Outer Rim back there too, because I love those games, and those are really fun to play. Rebellion probably being my favorite board game for 2 players ever, and Outer Rim having a great place at the table, because when you have 3 people and you want to play a game, like or 4, and you don't want to do a team game, Outer Rim is great for that, because there's only going to be one winner, so that one's fun. But yes, fun. Just want to kind of do a pull away now of how big this Super Star Destroyer is, and then kind of fade into everything else. I don't know, man. It's just a cool shot. It's cool playing around with all of this. Looks really cool, and it just keeps coming back. We just got so much. It's like, is it ever going to stop? All right, well, I have some winners to announce. So I want to start off with the Amazon gift card. So the $25 Amazon gift card, the winner is Michael Cormier. Michael, go ahead and just send me an email. You can get that off of my website and the contact me or the about page of my YouTube channel. And you can definitely just shoot me an email, and I'll give me your contact information, and we'll get you squared away. For the Armada promos to one subscriber, that is going to be Jeremy Ortiz. Jeremy just did the same thing, send me an email. And we also have another set of Armada promos that is also going out to patron Patrick Corey. That's a Patreon additional giveaway, because there's 2 sets of those promos. And congratulations to everybody. There's going to be more giveaways coming out soon. There's always gift cards, but there's also promo giveaways. And with Gen Con around the corner, maybe there'll be some more cool promos available, and maybe I can pick a couple up and hook you guys up. So definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure you stay subscribed. Click that bell for alerts. You don't want to miss when the next giveaway starts. And there always running, plus a lot of really cool information coming up very, very soon. All right, guys, that is all. I just realized I left those freaking freaky deaky eyes on the Gazanti. I thought I took those off of everybody. I left the little freaky deaky eyes on the Gazanti. This whole time I'm sitting there talking, I'm not even paying attention. I used to have them on just about everything, but I guess they've stuck pretty good to that thing. All right, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite game out of those seen here, or if you don't like any of those, you can throw anything else up in there. All right, that's all I got. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.